Hello, my name is Amina Huck, and I'd like to talk to you about enacting an advocacy program. And this was my experience. So the main takeaways that I had were that I learned to communicate more effectively, and I learned a lot about my specific leadership style. I also learned about choosing an advocacy program that's well suited to my personal strengths, because that sets me up for success and the program itself. I also learned about digesting the insight and opinions of others, and this means taking their advice when it's stronger, but also it means holding to your own advice and your own opinions when those are the right choice for that moment. And then if I could give one piece of advice to others who are thinking about enacting an advocacy program, I would say, do not be afraid that people will not listen. I know that that's a double negative, but it's that important. Just, it's the fear that they won't listen that's holding you back. But if you go ahead and you try it, you'll be surprised how many people will listen to you and how many people want to hear what you have to say. My next steps for this program, I want to continue to present this information in Islamic centers throughout the Valley. There are roughly 11 mosques in the Phoenix area, and I would like to present to at least a few more of them. I have their contact information lined up, but I haven't set up any venues or timing yet. And then I'd also like to explore if there are any community representatives from those mosques that would be interested in either co-presenting or presenting the information themselves, just to see if we can try and improve the efficacy of the program. Because when a community sees one of their own presenting the information, it sometimes can be more impactful. So some of the unexpected outcomes I encountered, I was able to present my information in an Islamic community center. However, there were not enough children in the audience to partake in the active physical activity trivia game that I designed for the end. And I had to adjust the message from parents to grandparents because my audience skewed to older adult. And then also working with an interpreter has pros and cons. So on the one hand, the community sees this community representative taking your message seriously, and it helps them take it seriously too. Basically, that interpreter becomes your first follower. However, on the other hand, sometimes questioners and interpreters can go back and forth for several minutes, and you as the presenter are standing there having no idea what's going on, and that's a little bit uncomfortable. So to combat in the future, I would just say, find a polite way to kind of interrupt and say, hey, is there anything that I can clarify for you? And just to try and keep things on message and keep things on point so we can get everything done in the time allotted. In addition to that, the only other thing I would have done differently, I would have created handouts for my audience. The audience I presented to actually asked me for handouts to share with their family, and I thought that was a really great idea. So I definitely would like to do that for future programs. In fact, I'm creating it right now. So for the audience that I did present to. As far as the impact of this program, it has huge implications for childhood obesity rates. And reducing childhood obesity rates, it reduces chronic disease, even some types of cancer in children. And of course, the most effective way to reduce childhood obesity is through community and family health programs. So as a parent, this has important implications for me because I want to improve my own health. But I also want to help my daughter grow up strong and healthy and reach her full potential. And then as a future educator, I actually took the program a little bit further and I created an after-school program based around that active trivia game. So the active trivia game kind of repeats throughout the program, but there are different sections within the unit, and it really uses outdoor sports to foster a love of physical activity in youth. So using that novel, fun way of exercising helps to motivate more children to participate in physical activity. And so I actually used mountain biking and rock climbing, and I'm going to post those lesson plans below so you guys can use them and share them. And if you find them interesting, please go ahead and use them, because the most important thing is that we take a proactive approach to childhood obesity so that we can improve the conditions of tomorrow as much as we possibly can. Thanks for watching. Bye.